Houston, Texas till I die. Ride with the gang and some demons and witches that hop on the roof and get spinning your life.
Hey yo, what's going down? I'm OD and this is Slump Sessions, the show that is music. We got TVBUU in the house. What's going down?
Oh, what's going on, my dude?
How's it going?
Fucking lit right now, man.
Hey, that's how it should be. You're on Slump Sessions, that's how it should be.
Hell yeah.
So, who is TVBUU?
Oh, man. TVBUU is a fucking evil ass motherfucker.
He's an entity.
Straight from the damn graveyard. He died once and came back alive, and he's
died a couple times and came back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you said it perfectly. He's an entity.
Damn.
Definitely.
So where are you from?
So people don't know this. Everyone just assumes that I'm from Houston, Texas. I am from Houston, but I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. And so that's pretty much why I had like this whole upbringing on like just like the beginnings of like the Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys, all that shit. So I grew up on some hardcore Southside shit.
Oh,
and,
shit.
From there, I traveled everywhere, man. I went to Alaska, I went to fucking Georgia, I went to Tennessee, Mississippi, fucking California. But I was raised out in Central Texas. Fort Hood military base. Shout out to everybody from the 254. And then from there, at like age 15, I went to Houston. That's where my mom's was at the time. So from 15 all the way to 24, Houston. So it's pretty much half of my life was Central Texas. The other half is just all Houston shit.
Dang, you've been all over.
Yeah.
So how long have you been making music for?
Man, dude, I've been in this shit, since like I was fucking, I don't know, like 14, I think.
Damn, those MySpace days?
Yeah, MySpace days. But the thing is back then I wasn't uploading music. I was listening to shit like Soulja Boy back then. But in those days, I was more like a dancer. People don't know that shit. I was a b-boy way before like I got into like wanting to make music. I was always like just freestyling against people, battling people like at school and shit. And then at some point, like all the people I used to like break with, they just like stopped doing it because it was a hobby to them. So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I still can make music. So it just from there, I probably say like age 17, 18 when I got serious with it, and it just from there on.
So it took off. So you've always been into the hip hop shit with the dancing, with the music and shit.
Yeah.
Growing up in the South, you know what it's all about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So how would you describe like your look? Like obviously you don't look like a normal.
Hell yeah, dude.
But how would you describe it to somebody? Like if they were just gonna hear you over the phone or something and you try to describe who TVBUU is.
Yeah, I'd just be like, yo, dude, like, honestly, like, I don't look like a fucking rapper because I don't just listen to rap. Like Silent was saying, I listen to everything. Like I take a big inspiration from like Linkin Park, especially like 90s, 2000s Linkin Park, like Hybrid Theory, Meteor, Linkin Park, and then like Slim Shady. So I know for a fact, like a lot of people who listen to my music are like, yo, like I thought you were a white dude, and then they see me and they're like, oh shit, they're like blown away by it,
Yeah, I mean I can see that, but even whenever you hear you can tell that you have some kind of edge to you. You got some kind of look.
Yeah. I'm very big into like mosh pits, tearing shit down, and just like crazy like that rock and roll energy, but from like a rap type of style.
Okay.
Pretty much like the Tech 9 type of shit, Machine Gun Kelly type of shit.
Definitely. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think having such a distinct sound and such a distinct look kind of helps you like get yourself out there? It gets the looks, it gets the views.
Oh fuck yeah! But the thing is like a lot of these people nowadays, a lot of these rappers, man, some of these people they just get like face tattoos and all that shit, and they have no plan of action. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking famous rapper. For me, it wasn't even about that because I started getting tattoos way before the music. I was already in high school, like halfway tatted up. Before I even started making music seriously, I already had a face tattoo on my head, and I had different reasons for that shit, but definitely the image is what makes people want to check it out because it's like, dude, you wouldn't eat a fucking burger unless it looked juicy. Like if it looked like a boring ass fucking burger, you're not gonna want to eat that shit.
I don't know. I go to McDonald's, they got some boring ass burgers, but I eat that shit. But what does the face tat say?
So this one right here on the right side, it says dreams, and I got it because of Manami Frost. She's like a super well-known tattoo model, and she's an artist, super talented motherfucker. I saw it and I was like, damn, like hers said devotion, and I wanted to get something that was gonna be just solid because once you get a tattoo on your face, it's on your fucking face.
Yeah.
Like people see you and they're like, that's the first thing that they see. So it's like
I want to get one. Man.
I wanted to get something that people see it and they're like, all right, dreams. It's solid. You really don't have to explain that
Yeah.
shit, you know? So pretty much that was like the thought behind it. My mom saw it, she fucking freaked out, was crying and shit like that. But now she kind of understands. You know, it's not about the tattoos, it's about the way you carry yourself.
How old were you whenever you got it?
Man, shit, I think I was like 17.
Damn.
Yeah, so a lot of people I grew up with, they were like, man, you're stupid, you fucked up your life, you're not gonna go anywhere. But then they kind of look at it now and it's like, it motivates other people.
Yeah,
You know,
I can see it.
Yeah.
So, how are you able to come up with so much music? Because I looked you up and you have a good catalog there.
Man, dude, it's just like shout out to J Mo, shout out to OG Silent once again, dude. Shout out to the whole entire fucking team, because it's just like when you're so hungry for this shit, man, you just want to work. It's like when you hate your job, you know that you can't afford, you can't afford to pay like rent and shit like that. You family situations is fucking you up, and the only way you know how to vent is to write a fucking song. Man, there's so much shit that I go through. I have to like force myself to not make music sometimes. Like I have to go and like just sit in the bed and like man, just watch TV, man, or just
relax a little
relax.
bit.
Don't write a song, you know. But it's also, it does come from the fact that I used to just freestyle like all the time back in the day. So most of the times, most of my songs, I just throw on a beat, get the phone, and just start fucking freestyling on the phone.
And then you'll figure it out later how it's gonna be.
Yeah, just throw it together and then boom, a song, you know.
So, what was the concept behind Thorn? Because you have what, 4 of them now?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
So look, that's honestly, I gotta give J-Mo credit for that, because
Shout out J-Mo.
Thorn was a name that was gonna be the name of a tape that I was gonna drop that it was called Thorn because, you know, like a rose is beautiful, but the fucking thorn, so you
still hurt
your ass. So it was a very depressing tape. At that time in my life, I was like homeless still. I was living with my homie Logan. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Mega Cure if you're watching right now. But I was staying with him, and you know, J-Mo was always telling me like, dude, we need to link up. We need to, you know, make this shit happen. And I was already gonna drop Thorn as a tape, but what he was talking about was like, yo, let's take these songs that you're dropping as singles and put them together on Spotify as like an actual project.
Yeah.
So what we have now is this formula to where we drop an album, we drop a Thorn, we drop a bunch of different shit in between, whether it's music videos, whether it's, you know, stuff like this, and then boom, we got another Thorn project going, and then another album. So it kind of just fills in between in a way, you know.
Is there ever going to be an end to the Thorn projects, or is it just going to keep continuing and continuing?
I think that's a good question, but I think really whenever it comes to shit like that, I feel like it's going to keep going until we get to the point where we're like blowing out this bitch, and then all of a sudden we're probably just going to like change up the name and just start coming out with actual projects. It kind of gives a name to something for people to be able to listen to and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, because the first one came out 2017, and then the 4th one comes out 2018.
Oh yeah.
What is that span like between just 1 year to come out with 4 of them?
Dude, see, like, people don't understand. Like, you know how you said with the whole, I have a lot of fucking content, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So it's just because I've had so many songs out. There's like shit that people have never heard, or there's just songs that have just been sitting out there for a long ass time that we just take and we're like, we should distribute this. People will fucking like this shit.
Yeah.
So we'll take songs that are popular and we'll distribute them. Sometimes some of the songs that are on Thorn, I didn't even record it like for that time. I probably recorded that shit like 2 or 3 years ago.
It's just
and
been
people
sitting.
listen to it now and they're like, man, that shit goes hard. And I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, yeah, I recorded that shit like 2 years ago, man.
Damn, I've been sitting on that for that long,
Yeah,
and everybody
yeah.
likes it?
Yeah, exactly, you know.
So, what is the progression like from the first one to the 4th one? Because I could hear a progression just in beat-wise, lyric-wise, and what is that like?
Shout out to Split Minds, because, oh man, dude. And shout out to my girl also. I'm not usually like one of those people, but the thing is like, she's from the Ukraine. So she was on this Russian website, kind of like Facebook. She would take my music and put it out on there. And then because of that, this Russian producer named Split Minds found me, and he's been producing, like, if you look up my music, you'll see at least 85% of it now is produced by Split Minds. And that progression of just the beats and being able to have someone who can make something specifically for your sound definitely did sharpen the way that things sound now, because I'm more in tune with it musically, because I see like beat makers as like a composer. If you're just sending me bullshit and you get a bullshit song, then don't be surprised. But he takes his time and he gets in there, he sends me shit with like pure emotion. So everything that I've been feeling, you definitely feel it, because we hit 50% of the emotion from the beats and 50% emotion coming from the lyrics and the rage and just everything that I've been feeling recently pretty much.
Your music has a lot of aggression to it, as far as the lyrics, as far as the sound of the the beats and everything. How is that to channel and bring it out to an audience?
Man, oh man, dude. It's because in my head, dude. I get like, honestly, I don't get as fucked up as I used to, but I drink a lot more. I'm trying to stop. I smoke also every so often. So I kind of just like, I sit in my closet and I just go in this zone, man. The closet is the studio, definitely. All the people that watch my live streams, y'all already know, closet boys. So, I record in there and I just like sit down. I think in my head, I picture like, man, with this track, I kind of just like black out. It's kind of like something takes over me whenever I hear the beat, and I just picture like a crowd, people just going fucking crazy, tearing down walls and shit like that. So I always want to try to put that same energy into a song, so when it plays out, you feel what the fuck I was thinking whenever I wrote it.
Yeah. So going through all your music, you rap really fast.
Oh man, dude, yeah. I talk fast as fuck. If you let me, I'll fucking go off. Like I didn't have some of that Red Bull, J-Mo over there holding out on me.
He had like 5 of them.
Yeah,
he's holding out. He's got a stash that he ain't letting nobody have.
Red Bull stash underneath his shirt.
He has one right now. You just don't even know.
It's like, oh no, this is not water. We're sipping on Red Bull right now. Yeah, but the whole fast rap thing definitely comes from the fact that like for a whole, I think it was like a whole summer. I think I studied straight up just like Tech Nine, Machine Gun Kelly, Twista, Bone Thugs and Harmony. A lot of people from the Midwest.
Shout out to Twista.
Oh yeah, shout out to Twista. I have a lot of respect from like rappers from the Midwest, because these motherfuckers, like I think I heard I think it's like Midwest Choppers, Worldwide Choppers.
Yeah.
And I just would listen to old school Twista from what was it, Adrenaline Rush and Kill Them All or something like that. And he was tearing shit up, like back it up. And just that, being able to have someone speak clearly but rap fast, that shit's fucking beautiful.
Do you have any like tips for somebody who is wanting to try to rap fast? Because that's not easy. That's like hard. A skill set.
Yeah. What I would suggest is, if for someone who wants to rap fast, learn to speak good, slow, learn to rap good, slow, and then start watching people. And it's kind of like how a baby learns to talk.
Yeah.
You just you consistently listen to people that rap fast all the time. You find yourself just, just talking fast and shit like that. And then you start, practicing out. Man, I learned this shit from Eminem. It's like counting syllables. Like I have a song called Name Tag. I kind of use that same, counting the syllables in different types of songs, like biggada, biggada, siggada, siggada, like shit like that. It's like biggada, biggada. It's like thinking about like a drum roll, like
okay.
like that type of shit.
So, in 2018, how important do you think social media is to get yourself out there? Because I've checked out your YouTube, I've checked out your Instagram, your Facebook, and everything, and you're kind of got your hands in all aspects of it.
Yeah, you definitely have to, man. Like me and Silent were just talking about this shit. It's like I fuck with him because, he came from the era of the real where you really had to put in some work in to get fucking heard. Even when I was a kid, I had to put in some type of work, battling people, freestyle battles, battling people, breakdance and shit like that. People don't gotta do shit like that nowadays. You can literally just make a viral ass video, even if you suck, and still blow up bigger than people that are working their asses off just because of the power of the internet. People would rather see a person fall and bust his ass and like blood's coming out everywhere rather than look up a video of someone like playing a violin very well. It's just people like to be entertained,
That's true, because I've seen, just going through Facebook, you see all sorts of things and you're like, damn, how'd this get fucking 500,000?
And then people are sharing that shit. Yeah,
I mean, I'm one of those people who shares the most random shit in
because
there.
I'm sharing it. I'm like, man, this guy fucking sucks. And then my friend's like, well, dude, you're doing the same fucking thing. You're sharing it, and more people are listening to it.
So, is there a preferred like social media platform for you, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? What do you think is the best one?
Instagram. If you're watching this, Instagram is the only fucking way. Don't try to contact me. Twitter, don't try to contact me on Facebook. If you hit the like page and you message that shit, cool. But I really hate social media, man, because I'm definitely like a 90s baby at heart. And I love just like the whole era of not always being connected to shit. Like I don't even see kids outside playing like they used to no more because everybody's so stuck inside because technology. And there's nothing we can do about it now. Time is just going on so far and so fast that it's like technology's got a grip on everyone. So I don't like to be a part of that shit. If I'm telling you guys, if I ever get to the point where this shit blows up big and you see me disappear like the avatar from fucking social media, that's it.
You're gonna be in the mountain somewhere just putting out music. We're like, man, where the fuck Taboo
if you
go?
want to reach me, get an eagle, write a note, wrap that shit up, tie it to his foot, and send that shit to
you gotta get a pigeon or some shit.
Yeah, pigeon mail. That's the only way you're gonna reach my ass.
So I saw on YouTube you're starting to do vlogs. Yeah. How is that going about?
Yeah, man. So I used to do that shit a long time ago when I was a kid. That was actually something that I always had fun with, you know, just like we talk about all the time with everything that we're doing. Like this whole OSF shit is not just like for music. This motherfucker J-Mo is a mastermind, dude. Like he will sit, he has his whiteboard, right? And then like he has like ideas like boom, pop up and just like jot that shit down, you know? And the whole vlog thing is pretty much like another stream of being able to try to bring shit in, because, you know, people, you know, stuff like this, people want to know who you are. I've always kind of hid behind like anime character pictures and like just like pictures like the gorillas, so nobody knew who the fuck I was, you know. Coming out doing shit like that, people get to see like, oh, this is how he is, this is how he's living, because, you know, like you said, the image is kind of confusing sometimes, so it lets people really see who the person is behind the camera, you know. I
was checking them out. I saw that you had like went to the zoo and shit, and I don't know how the fuck you're out there. It's like 112 degrees out here. God damn. It's too damn hot.
Houston's ridiculous, man. It makes me want to fucking go back to Alaska. Fuck that.
I don't even know if I could go to Alaska. So checking out your Instagram, I saw that you do parkour, which is somebody who would just hear your music, somebody who would just see you, they would not expect that.
People get fucking like they trip out. They're like, what the fuck?
I tripped out.
Yeah, they're like, you can dance too. I'm like, look, man. I thought I was gonna be a dancer. If I would have had my friends keep dancing, you would not be talking to me right now.
I mean, I might have been talking to a dancer.
Maybe, you know, but I would have been more into the b-boy shit, because I was always heavily influenced by like parkour, b-boying, because like honestly, as a kid, the area that I grew up in was very gang ridden. Like there were a lot of people. I went to a high school that had like Crips, Bloods, you know, people that were claiming like Latin Kings, you know, GDs, Imperial Gangsters. There was just like, that's all the names are being thrown around out there. So as a kid, my aunt wanted to keep me away from that type of shit. You know, I had family members that wanted to keep me away from that shit. Friends that weren't part of that shit. I had friends that were part of that shit. But the people that I were hanging around with, you know, they wanted to dance. They wanted to rap. They wanted to, you know, draw. So hanging around people like that took me away and let me build a world inside of another world that was going on. It kind of just took me away from all that shit, you know?
So do you think like dancing back then, has it gave you like the ability to kind of be able to flip? Because
oh man, dude,
I mean, I could pop and lock, I could do a little bit, but I'm not gonna be able to do no damn flips.
Yeah, you got to see the shows, man. Shows are fucking crazy. I got to hit at least like one or two like backflips in there, because it's unexpected. People,
it really is.
People see me do that shit and they're like, what the yo, he just did a backflip with a fucking beer in his hand, like no fucking way, you know. So I'm kind of becoming like the older like dad guy that like just busts a backflip, you know, because I'm not like young anymore, but then people don't expect that shit.
Y'all watch this, I'm about to do a backflip. I know y'all don't believe me, but I'm gonna do it.
My dude's finna hit that shit.
So growing up, what kind of made you want to like rap? Was it just like you listening to it like, oh, I could do that?
It was more so I was like brought up watching like J-Mo and like OG Silent. These motherfuckers grew up like with my brother, and I was a baby like watching them freestyle and rap and make music. And I was like a kid freestyling with them, you know, like 4 or 5 years old. And it just got to the point where I grew up around people who were always doing something like freestyle, doing something musically. To me, the way I see it is like, you ever see a movie and you see people just like, you know, hanging out and break into like a fucking musical and just start like, la la da da da. You know, like that's how it was, hanging around people that freestyle and rap all the time. It kind of just becomes like second nature in your head, you know? So it definitely did play like I don't even remember what the question was. I'm just like...
Well, we'll move on to your music videos.
Yeah.
How does it go about kind of finding the location? Because your videos are kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
How does that go about? You're just like driving around like that place looks like a good place. Okay, I'm going to go there.
All right, so just because I remember to answer your first question, I'm going to answer both of them at the same time. So pretty much, yeah, what made me just even want to like just get into the whole music thing was just like, man, fuck life. Life is a beautiful thing, but only reserved for the people that are rich enough to see it. Because there's so many great things in this world. Yeah, you can be broke and you can be poor and still see that shit. But when you got money, like that dude on, Wolf of Wall Street, like he said, I would rather be, you know, broke or depressed in the back of a fucking Rolls Royce or a BMW, you know. At least when I pull up to face my problems, I pull up in the back of like
pull up in style.
So yeah, you pull up in style, you know. Like I'd rather be sad but having fucking money. Like people that talk shit about all these people that are famous already, they don't fucking care because they have money, you know. But anyways, to you know, get to the second question, yeah, I'm very big whenever it comes to like scenery. We were talking about this on the way up here. Whenever I like to film shit, I like to film things with like nature. I like to use natural props. I don't want to set up a fucking scenery unless I have enough money to afford like a helicopter crashing and shit like that. You
explosions
know?
in the background.
Up, like, fucking AK-47s and shit. Then maybe that time you'll see me actually use like real props. I'm definitely big on the natural sense of music videos.
Okay, so is there anybody that like inspires like the vision behind, you know, your videos, your music and stuff?
Whenever it comes to shit like that, I just like, it's spontaneous. I'll be sleeping, I'll be like, oh shit, I want to shoot this video, but I want to do it here, and it just comes to me. But whenever it comes to just like music shit in general, I definitely take a big inspiration. No brainer for the people that already fucking know me, but it's like the Suicide Boys, the Ghostman, Bones. Those are definitely the top 3 that I fuck with that motivate the fuck out of me. Shouts out to a lot of these people that contributed a lot, because I never used to be about like this 666 devil shit. I keep it real, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk. There was once upon a time where I was just like Eminem, Slim Shady, you know, Hobson type of rapper. But then I went through a change. I think it was like 2007 and 17 where my shit went from boom to boom because I kind of changed up my style a little bit, you know. And I can get deep into this shit. I'm like super fucking religious and super spiritual, but I don't think that religion is something that needs to be out there like that, because it keeps people separated. I feel like people just need to believe that we're all connected by the same thread of life. That's why I'm super influenced by this devil shit, because at the end of the day, man, it's like the Christian version of this devil shit is like he rebels. He has so much pride and he rebels that he is sent to a whole different world because he wants to give you knowledge and he wants you to see how dark and fucked up the world is. And that's pretty much how I get with this music shit, you know?
That's I mean, that's cool that you draw the inspiration from Ghostman, and then we I actually went to go see the Suicide Boys earlier this year.
You're a lucky motherfucker. Yeah,
they put on a great show. That shit was outrageous. That was a crazy show.
Yeah.
So, where can people find your music at?
Man, you can find that shit anywhere. You fucking go outside, you step on a crack, you pick up a rock, boom, taboo. Nah, you could go to fucking SoundCloud. I definitely got a lot of love for SoundCloud. Spotify also, yeah. Facebook, I drop music videos on there every so often. Amazon, Google Play, whatever fucking anything you listen to music on, I'm pretty damn sure you can find me on there. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that drop my shit. You know, pretty much just go to YouTube, type in fucking Taboo, go to Google, type in Taboo. You don't spell it TABUU, you spell it TVBUU. You know, it's fucking crazy, but you're not gonna find the guy from the Black Eyed Peas this time if you type it in. I can tell you that.
You'll find somebody better.
Yeah.
So, what's your social media? Just throw it all out there.
All right, cool. So follow me on Instagram at Taboo TVBUU, and that's pretty much it. You can go to Facebook and type the same thing in, but you're gonna find the like page. I try to keep it very ghostly, make it one place to only reach me, because I don't like people. I don't like social media. I love people, but I just don't like fucking people at the same time.
So go check them out. Instagram at Taboo TVBUU. Go listen to his video or his music. Go watch his videos. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Stay slumped.
Stay slumped.
This is my side. Represent Houston, Texas till I die. Ride with the